Hey everybody, it's Glenn back with another Clash Royale analysis video. We got an announcement from Clash Royale themselves saying there's going to be a new card for Season 12. It's going to be the Skeleton Dragons. So, I wanted to take today's video to break down what we're going to see because there's a lot to get to, and there's a video, I haven't seen the action yet, so we're going to break that down as well. So, Skeleton Dragons, what are they? They are two Skeleton Dragons. It's a common card for Elixir. There's going to be two of them, like I said. They are a fast troop with a range of 3.5 tiles. Their hit speed is 1.7 seconds. As we can see here on the right, the table of HP and damage. And I wanted to focus on the challenge level, the tournament level, which is level 9. The Skeleton Dragons are 440 HP each, and 142, they do 142 damage. So, as I mentioned, I haven't seen the footage yet, but what I did see some people talk about before I closed social media in the morning, just after the announcement, was, is this comparable to the baby dragon? Is this going to take the popularity away from the baby dragon? And so when people said that, I was like, okay, I got to make sure I take a look at the baby dragon stats. So baby dragon is also 4 Elixir cards. It's an epic. At level 9, at tournament level, it is 957 HP and does 133 damage. So that's the decision that players are going to have to make, because at 440 you got two of them, that's 880 HP, and they do 142 damage. Or you take the baby dragon, which is a little bit beefier, 957 HP, and does a little bit less damage at 133. So if we are going to be comparing both, that's what we're going up against. So the other thing I wanted to mention too, because people were saying, like, is this going to take away from the baby dragon, is the popularity of the baby dragon. Is this kind of an indirect nerf to the baby dragon? And so I want to take a look at RoyaleAPI stats, and in terms of popularity, among the top 1,000 matches, baby dragon is 13th. It has a 16% usage rate among players in the top 1,000 and a 49% win rate. And that's pretty good if you consider the other troops that are at the top. You got bats, you got knight, you have miner, skeletons, musketeer, and baby dragon at 13th. So is it expected? Is it not expected? I mean, baby dragon is a really, really good card. You know, it's been a really, I say it's been a really solid card for a long time. And we see that here with the top 1,000. Now, if we were to take a look at the Grand Challenge level, we see that baby dragon falls to 16th in terms of popularity. It has a 16% usage rate, which is right there with bandit and giant snowball. It's up 3% from previous, and a 50% win rate. So pretty good stats. I mean, I would say pretty good stats for the baby dragon. Solid, I would say, for a troop card like the baby dragon. I think the skeleton dragons are going to be a really good option for someone who says, okay, maybe I don't want to go baby dragon. Maybe I like something else, or this could be a way to kind of ease players into a baby dragon usage, because skeleton dragons are common and baby dragon is an epic. As we all know, it's tougher to level up epics. You just have to hope that everybody on Sundays gives you four epic baby dragons, and then you're set for the week. So skeleton dragons could be a way to ease players into using the baby dragon. Who knows? Or everybody should just switch to skeleton dragons. We'll see on June 5th when the card is released. Now, speaking of when the card is released, there was a note by Clash Royale devs themselves, and it was really surprising. They said, watch and comment on Supercell creator videos to have your voice heard. We'll be balancing the newest card, Skeleton Dragons, with the community feedback before it's released. This blew my mind away. Only a handful of people have played Skeleton Dragons as of this video. And yet, the Supercell dev team, they are saying we will balance the card based on what you are going to tell us, with about 2 weeks to go before release. This is mind-blowing. I mean, we could see a bunch of changes even to this card. Like, I mean, I have no idea what the card does except probably it breathes fire, and there's 2 of them. But it could be that it spawns skeletons on death, or there's like a bomb that falls off like it's a balloon or a giant skelly. It could be that it does splash damage on death. It could do a tornado something. It's just amazing that there's going to be a change before this card is even released. So I don't know if it's the pressure's on the community to say, hey, do it right, or I don't know. But I also think about what happened with Royal Delivery in the beginning when it was released. I couldn't tell you. I probably played 2 people in ladder that first month who had used Royal Delivery. It was incredible. Like, I don't want to say the lack of usage, but I thought I would see a lot of it in ladder, and that was not the case. Firecracker was a little bit like that, but then people started to understand that, okay, King Tower activation's fine. Maybe we can do this. Play it back. Mix it up with some bigs. Mix it up with Hog Rider. There were some possibilities with Firecracker there. There were some possibilities with Battle Healer, as we saw Battle Healer and Elixir Golem become, for a month, pretty much an unstoppable force in most matches. So this is going to be really interesting. That they're going to look at what everybody's saying based on what our take is on this card, and they're going to make changes, and who knows what else is going to be added to this card, or maybe it gets nerfed, or maybe it gets stronger than the baby dragon. These numbers, like they say, values may change when card is released on June 5th, 2020. Who knows? But let's take a look at the video. So this is footage from RoyaleAPI, and I'll put it in the notes of the Skeleton Dragon. Like I said, I have not watched this. The only thing I know is there's 2 of them. So we can see that they're escorting a golem to the tower. And let's go from there. So we got a golem, and then we got 2 Skeleton Dragons up here. And they immediately turn around. Wow. Look at... Oh, my goodness. Okay. They come back. And they're... Oh, my... Okay, so let's break this down here. First off, I was surprised that they got so fast to... So it looks like whoever played these Skeleton Dragons here must have... Obviously, you had to play them first. You heard, you saw the golem animation where the golem dropped right at the bridge. So the Skeleton Dragons must have been played well back. Must have been behind the King Tower. You must have played them well back to meet the golem at the bridge, because these are fast troops. They come in. They hit them, and then you see how they immediately turn back on the Royal Hogs. That was pretty crazy. So they're focused on the 2 Skeleton Dragons up front, and then they immediately turn back to go take care of them. This, I mean, they could get distracted really easily. I'm not sure if it's like mini P.E.K.K.A distracted really easily, but it looks like they're going to be distracted really easily on whatever is around them. Here's the other thing that surprised me. They go back. I kind of caught this early on. Took care of those Royal Hogs and immediately came back up. I mean, that walk speed is pretty. I mean, that flying speed is pretty amazing. They did their job against those Royal Hogs well back at the tower, then came back up when Golem was still in one piece to help them. And I guess you don't want to deploy those. You don't want to deploy skeleton dragons near anyone. You saw how, like, easily they got evaporated. So they're coming back right here, and they get spawned right here, and they immediately turn around. They're easily distracted. Half health gone on one of them, and they haven't even done anything. So that's also something to be aware about. To be aware of. We're probably going to see, especially in competitive, we're not going to see them just deployed to be deployed and just get taken out within like a second. They may be the catalyst to a big push. Whether it's Golem, whether it's Giant, whether it's Gob Giant Sparky, they could be the starter to something else moving forward. To play this right here, I mean, we saw, boom, they're gone. Like, they hadn't even done it. They were on the board for about 1 second. One of them, yeah, didn't even do it. It did one splash damage, and that was it. And then this one just got overwhelmed right here before that one could do anything significant. So that's something to be aware about as well. It looks like they're going to be wafers, but you know, look, that the trade-off is that they're going to be able to do more damage. But deploying them like that may be a little bit troublesome for those who are in need of, you know, some defensive help. Like this, somebody needed to help out this wizard right here who's taking care of this golem. But this was, I'm not going to say that this was not the play, because this is the only play I've seen at this moment. This is a situation where if we see a baby dragon right here, this baby dragon is slower, does a little less damage, but is able to just kind of use its beefiness to stay around longer, keep everyone distracted while this wizard goes one on X with these golemites and everybody else trying to get to the tower here. So that's really interesting. That's really interesting. And they get the tower right there. So yeah, I think I think that says it all right there in terms of that video right there that breaks down the skeleton dragons. So what we will see in terms of competitive play, will everybody just switch to skeleton dragons? I'm not sure. We're going to have a couple of weeks of pro play before that happens. And then we'll see whether players just make a mass switch from perhaps using baby dragon to going with skeleton dragons, or they will switch, or they will stay with baby dragon, and just skeleton dragons are just kind of this other piece that kind of floats around in the meta. So I'm really curious how it will be used in competitive play. So again, skeleton dragons, new card for Elixir, fast troops. There's 2 of them, and it's going to be released on June 5th. So I'm going to end the video right here. I'm excited. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button wherever you're watching this. Be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.